Welcome back to the channel. This time we're talking about Bene because we are seeing really good things with Bene. It's up by about $0.50, which is a very good sign. This is about 5% when we look at the stock more generally. So the question is, why are we up right now? What are we expecting going forwards? And what would I personally be doing when looking at the stock? Of course, we are going to be doing a quick technical analysis rundown as well towards the end of the video. But if all that sounds good, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe. One thing that I need you to know though is, of course, do remember this is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion based on what I think. I could absolutely be wrong. Again, if I'm wrong, it's just what I think, so it's not fact. Do remember that. Now, like I said, if you do enjoy it, subscribe as well. Share it with a friend, share it with a family member. It does go a long way to help the channel. And the third thing that I want to talk about is that we are doing a fundraiser right now for Save the Children. Going forwards into Christmas, we're trying to raise money to basically help children's lives. If you can donate, please do. You will see a link somewhere around the video. And 100% of the profits do go to Save the Children. But yeah, now we're going to jump into this one and look at Bene. And we will start off over here on the simple chart. It's easy for everybody to understand, and you'll see a few things simply laid out. So trend for Bene is still looking bullish for the day, but what you will see for the chart for Bene is that from 9:30 up until this point here at about 1:45, we have been declining throughout the whole day. We hit lows down here which were at 10:59, but really from that point we started to break out. We had this massive explosion at about 2:15, and this really started to take us to highs which were well up here at the $11.68 mark, coming in towards 3 o'clock. So you can see now at 3 o'clock we are starting to see a bit of a drop from that point, but it's not too bad. And of course you would expect it to start dropping after such big growth. But one thing that we are possibly seeing is some consolidation around this range here, which would be really nice. Again, if we can see that consolidation at the higher level, that would be fantastic. And we are still up by about 5% on the day. Now the 5-day for the stock has got a lot of people confused, because coming from Friday into Monday and Tuesday, we had a big growth spike from Friday into Monday, and going forwards into Tuesday this started to decline. Going from Tuesday to Wednesday this declined even more, but like I said, late part of Wednesday we are started to see this one climb again. So now at a point of $11.15, this is probably going to get a lot of people thinking, what should we be doing with Bene? I think this one is a bit different in my eyes to a few of the others, but one thing that I'm going to point out is the fact that we have had a green day a lot across a lot of these stocks, which have, seen this big spike, and now we're starting to see a dip. A lot of these are coming back strong today. BKKT is coming back strong, PHUN coming back very strong, same for DWAC. In fact, the only one of these that isn't really coming back too well today is Mark. So Mark is down and the rest of these are really up. Don't get me wrong, a few of our other stocks are in there as well, but a few that have seen this growth pattern are starting to come back again today, which could definitely be a sign of a good thing going forward. So we will just have to see. But yeah, with this stock, I think it is a little bit potentially better as far as risk is concerned with a few of the others. Now, the simple reason why I think that is because with this being a special acquisition company, you will see that it does oftentimes sit on a price roughly close to $10. So one thing that I'm going to say straight away, of course it can dip below $10, it can dip lower than that, but oftentimes these stocks do sit on $10 anyway, even when they have nothing going on. So to see the stock at $11, $11.50, $10.95 or whatever, it doesn't really have too far to drop to come back to the level where it is comfortable, so it hasn't really sustained as big of a rise, and we are now coming back down to a more normal level. However, do I think this makes the stock a good buy? Not necessarily. I think it is mixed, and I think it is hard to say. I think what we need to be careful of is, of course, the risk. Like I said, it is kind of lower than what we are seeing with a few of the other stocks, but I think after seeing a growth that we have seen today, my question is this going to continue? And again, to kind of establish that, what I'm looking for is some growth into tomorrow. I think when it comes to would I buy Bene, my question is, how much risk am I willing to take and how much reward am I looking for? Because like I said, we do have that potential to drop down to the $10 mark. Historically, we have been above the $12 mark and the $15 mark. Again, whether that happens again is going to be unclear, but I think it is still 50-50. So would I buy this one? I'm definitely unsure. Again, it depends if you think this one is going to do well. I understand that the risk is potentially lower than what we have seen across a few of the other stocks, but I think the potential for profits is also questionable as well. And again, if we do not make the profits, we probably will see a bit of a dip, and of course that will leave people in the red. So I'm definitely going to say you know, make your mind up and be very careful with this one, because I think it is hard to say. I personally would be looking for another day of growth before I was to say this one is a good buy, because we have only had this last minute spike which has brought us into green by so much. So be very careful, and again, I'd be looking for this one midday tomorrow / late tomorrow before I was to say it was a buy, and it would need to sustain more growth for that. For this one, I'm not really looking for consolidation at this level. I'm looking for more growth coming into tomorrow. But yeah, let's have a look at a few of our technical indicators just before we end the video. You will see that on the 1 day we're sat at a moving average of 11.32. This has clearly been caught out because we had the big spike up, and now we're having the big spike down. It's not had the time to really catch up because it is a lag indicator, so of course it is going to be higher than where we are right now on 10.95. The RSI figure for this time is coming quite low now at 33. This is, you know, a little bit lower than where we want it to be, but this is also because of the drop that we have sustained, and the trend on the MACD is also becoming more bearish because of that drop. The 5-day data for this stock is showing us that we are sat on a moving average. We have had a lot of time now to consolidate, so you can imagine we are definitely and naturally not going to be too far away from that anyway, so I'm happy to see that we are on it. The trend for the RSI is looking okay. We're on 47 right there. It was actually overbought just a while ago when we had this big spike up, but yeah, coming down to a more normal level right now, which is good, and the trend on the MACD is quite neutral, but it does look a little bit bullish as we have had that spike, but you would imagine it is slowly becoming a bit more bearish because we are starting to see that decline. So the 1 month data is showing us that the RSI figure is moving back up. The trend on the MACD is looking okay. Yes, it is becoming bearish still, another red candle, but clearly it's sort of leveling out. And my question is, can it remain bullish? Can it stop the lines from crossing over? And can we stay in the green? Again, still unclear, but oftentimes these red candles are the start of a bearish trend. So we'll have to see if they do ring true on this stock. And the volume figure for today is at 6 million, and this is compared to yesterday's volume at 7.62 million. So it's not too far off. You can see things are not looking too bad for the stock, and again, there is still half an hour to go, so these figures can be updated, but really I'm quite happy with how BENE is moving. Would I buy this one right now? Again, it's very hard to say here. I would be quite cautious with it. I would definitely weigh up if the risk to reward is in it for me. Again, I cannot really tell you what to do 100% because I am not a financial advisor, but look at the risk, look at the potential reward, ask yourself if you're comfortable with it, ask yourself if it weighs up in a way that you think is sustainable. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in another video. Goodbye. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you'll be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here, and again if you do join us it is completely free, link is down below, but if you do want to become a Patreon you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name, so your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.